And we're back with another WWE a supercard video. We have a reanimation pack to open. Let's reanimate. Boom. Oh my fucking god, that's horrible. Whoa, that's horrible. That is fucking horrible. Right, enhancements. That is actually trash. That is worse than trash. That was that. Seriously, like a scale of 1 to 10. How piss poor is that card? Anyway, I'm sorry, but I've just sat and watched the full. I wish I hadn't bothered. The full JB versus Johnny wrestling. How is that? You didn't verse Johnny wrestling. That's clearly uploaded a fucking video that's basically just opened a shit ton of packs that are basically glitched. How are you saying that's a video? You literally used it for clickbait. That's pretty much what you've just done. I don't care. I'll get shit for it. I don't care. I've literally sat and watched 10 minutes like, oh yeah, this is going to be amazing. Johnny Wrestling versus JB. Amazing. It's going to give Supercard the boost that it needs. 11 minutes in. Not JB and fucking Johnny Wrestling. JB's actually opening packs and Johnny Wrestling's saying it's opening a WrestleMania pack, but it's giving him free cataclysms. I'm sorry, but like, let me just go and show you something quick brief. Because I'm quite annoyed. I've just sat and watched near enough the whole video. Cataclysm to WrestleMania 35. Cataclysm to WrestleMania 35. It doesn't say we'll give you 3 mails. It says we'll give you 1 mail and then a superstar from fucking SS9. It's saying, why are you showing to people that say people don't play this game? They're now going to think, oh well, if I go and download the game and open a WrestleMania 35 pack, oh, I'm going to get 3 Cataclysm mails and they could all be the same card. It's not going to happen. Why are you lying? Like, literally, you're selling it like, oh, yes, you get this, you get that. Clearly not. Do you know what I mean? Like, seriously, you're making it seem like you can play this game for 2 seconds and it'll be fine. You'll literally get pros. It doesn't happen like that. It's grinding, it's playing, it's constantly just on the grind all day, every day. Right? Look how many packs I've opened. What have I opened now? About 8 packs, something like that. In the last couple of days, I've had two SS19s. That it doesn't even advertise SS19s. That is the new tier. It shows fucking Cataclysm as the best tier when it's not. There's 2 you know what I mean? Oh, there's so much wrong with that video. And it got 11,000 fucking views. Oh, shit. Honestly, I've watched some crap in my time, but you know when you're just like, I'm frustrated because at the end of the day, there's people who are lower down, who grind like hell. Like the other day, I was grinding for getting Batista, didn't get Batista, was annoyed, but at the same time, it's understandable, it's a chance, not a guaranteed. But like, when you're doing shit like that, it just advertises the game in a bad light. That like, oh, if you open 1 pack, you get 3 cataclysms. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't happen like that. By the way, that's how far I'm into Adam Cole. I'm literally near enough done. It's just annoying from a point of view that you're advertising the game in a bad light, and it shouldn't be like that. It should be advertising in a good way. Like, oh, come play this game. It's enjoyable. It's amazing. You can have fun with it. You can have fun with it. The only thing I'd say, the bad thing is that there's a week coming, and I'll show it now why we've got news, because the news popped up this morning. Over the Limited returning this week with a special Halloween card. £10 says that's Stone Cold Steve Austin because it got took out, right? And I said it looked weird because of the imaging on it, right? So it's not a new card. They've just took a card out for putting a new card in. For the same card in. Then there's a Flash Road to Glory, and alongside with Quest, with a Flash Ringdom. I'm sorry, but like, that's in a week. Like, we've got 9 days to do freaking Over the Limit. That starts on Tuesday. Then we've got, like, a Flash Ringdom. So you're going to pay half the money. But at the same time, you're still going to be playing Over the Pissing Limit at the same time. And then you're going to have a Ringdom straight after it. Like, honestly. And then, obviously, we've got Wild Wednesday that I love. And, Friday Fusions. That are amazing. In some aspects. I don't really care. But at the end of the day, you're advertising. This is going to be a long week for any supercar player. I don't care if you're bottom tier, top tier, in between tier. This is literally going to be the biggest week and the biggest grind ever. If you want to get up there. Like, next in 12 days, something like that. I don't know how many days it is. What days are we on? 5th? 6th? Something like 5th to 6th. I've lost track of days. Because I've just been grinding. But I'll soon tell you. Right, so it's the 5th. Right. In 17 days, we get the Mick Foley, The Rock, Roman Reigns, Mr. Socko, Becky Lynch. We get all them in less than a couple of weeks. And my biggest problem is, like, you're making the tier rush for no apparent reason. Unless you're doing a reset or Season 6 is coming out before 22nd of October, that's not happening. Because obviously you're advertising it as Season 5. Then we've still got, 3 weeks, 4 weeks left of this tier before you change it over. And you're making it seem like it's over in a week's time when it's not. So my biggest problem is the advertising, like, oh, by the way, Alexa Bliss and Mandy Image. My biggest problem is with this game. It feels like, because obviously they're not bringing Season 6 out because there's 26 days left of the pissing of this fusion thing. They're not going to swap tiers halfway through it. It's just not going to happen. Unless they add extra cards that they're not going to do. Because then it'll just make people OP in the new tier. They're just not going to do it. So there's still 26 days left of this tier. And you're acting like it's a freaking I'll put odds on money that the Flash event is a female. Or over the limit will be a female. And then you'll have to play Giants Unleashed to get the female. Bro, guaranteed. But I honestly think Stone Cold will be the... because the card looked different and I don't think they meant to put it out. And then when they put it out, they've gone, oh shit, we'll have to draw it back. I don't know why they took Buddy Murphy out. That was a bit weird. But I think Stone Cold should have been an event card because of the way it looked. It looked different to all the other cards. You know what I mean? All the images at the back, it looked different. So I think Stone Cold's going to be the over the limit card for Halloween. And... maybe I don't want to say Becca, but I know it's going to be Becca. Hopefully it's Sasha Banks because that'd be lovely. But I don't know what Sasha Banks is. Sasha Banks, male or female? I need to see what Sasha Banks is actually. I've not had Sasha Banks in a while. Not in that way. Sasha Banks. Nah, I'm not got her in cat tears. No, clearly not. Have I got her in WrestleMania tier? Give me a minute. Nope. Oh, we can pro that. Let's pro that while we're here. I didn't know I had two of them, but here you go. Let's pro that while we're here. Boom. Right. But yeah, I honestly think it'll be a female because the way it's going to be a female. 22. What do we need to do here? 2 seconds. Well, add an enhancement. Have I got any enhancements? Probably not. Right there. How far am I from the top one? 3. Go undefeated in Money in the Bank. Right, so if we go, I'll play a game of Money in the Bank while we're chatting. But yeah, my biggest problem is that they're just advertising the game. Like, that's how you kill the game, by doing shit like that, where, oh, JB versus Johnny Gargano in an epic WWE Supercard battle. Like, people love Pat Baggles. It's one of the things that drives people to watch Supercard is Pat Baggles. You got 11,000 people to watch that video, and me counted in there. And I can honestly say that's the worst video he's ever put out. I don't know why he's done it. I don't know why they've done it like that, but it's horrible. Like, you can tell it's fake. You know what I mean? It's literally the fakest thing I've ever seen. It is actually terrible. And I don't like chucking shade. I love JB. I've watched many of his streams. I've watched many of his videos, but that is the worst video I've ever seen. Like, it's just fake advertising for no apparent fucking reason. Literally, right. They could have done it. And if JB lost, JB lost. If Johnny Gargano lost, Johnny Gargano lost. But do not do it that way. That just insults every person who subscribed to him, every person who watches his videos. It's just an insult. Because you can tell it's pre-recorded. Do you know what I mean? There's no chat between them. It's just pre-recorded shite. And I don't know who came up with it. I don't know if it's Cat Daddy or JB or Johnny just couldn't get time for it to do it. Rearrange it. Move it back. Knock it back and do something. But don't do it like that. That's fucking horrible. Like, I'm a massive Johnny Wrestling fan. I love Johnny Wrestling. That has made me not a Johnny Wrestling fan. Literally, right? He's there saying, oh, I'm a supercar player. I love the supercar community. That shows he doesn't. That shows that JB just loves making him videos for no apparent reason. You know what I mean? It literally sets, like, where we was getting progressively better at supercards. People were enjoying watching videos. That puts them down. I'm like, fuck it, I'm not watching it no more. You're going to lose subscribers and you're going to lose the momentum you've got by doing shit like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I put videos out daily, if not every other day. And if people watch them, they watch them. If they don't watch them, don't watch them. I don't go for the viewage. I don't care. That is pure clickbait. I don't care what he says. That's clickbait. Johnny Wrestling was not in that video. It was a pre-recorded segment with Johnny Wrestling doing a promo, doing a video. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't set for, oh, well, you know what I mean? You literally clickbaited everybody for watching. And if that's how you want to play it, that's fine, JB, but just don't do it that way. You just sell the community short. Right, let's go and get this cat. I'm going to go and get this pack. And then I'll end it. But that's my problem with him. Let's shut you up there a minute. Oh, we had a rest of it. What am I doing? Right. Boom. Right, so, if we go to multiple, click, boom. Let's open the ticket pack while we're here. Why not? Shatter to Cataclysm. Boom. Boom. This is going to be a Cataclysm. Adam Cole, baby. And then, crap. But yeah, that was my little rant. I've just sat and watched it. Do you know what? I shouldn't have probably recorded after me watching that because it's really can tip me off. But at the same time, I've got an opinion, and that's my opinion. It fucking sucks. I was sat there watching it going, seriously? Like, you've literally put with Johnny Wrestling. So people are like, oh, Johnny Wrestling is amazing. What a video. And then you trash all over every person who watched it. What a fucking joke. But yeah, Cataclysm and Power Rights. Boom. That was my biggest problem. I love JB. I think he's an amazing streamer. I think he's amazing content. But that's my biggest problem. Literally, that's just clickbait. Johnny Wrestling was not in that video. It was pre-recorded, you could tell. And it's been slammed together. He's managed to chuck it all together to make it look like a video. But I will end it there. We'll be back in... Well, it depends on... I might be back tonight. If I get this finished off and then get started on the next card, I might be back tonight. It depends on how long it takes me to get done. But I will see you all in a bit. World's greatest.